Hello everyone, I am Doodlemans86. Today I'm going to review the Hiya Toys Exquisite Basic Series Godzilla 2014. This figure is based off Godzilla's debut design, his original one, the 2014 design, a fan favorite. With a few new updates to the MonsterVerse Godzilla look, let's see if this figure is worth picking up. Taking a look at the box, it is amazing. It doesn't have the reds of the 2014 poster, but it definitely captures the dark look of the movie very well. And the bottom. Overall, great box. Let's get to the figure. First, we are going to start with the sculpt and paint. So, this being Godzilla's first design in the MonsterVerse, I loved it. Of the three designs, I'd say it's my second favorite. I really love how he looks. And I think they captured his appearance very well here. He looks excellent from afar. He looks great. The proportions are definitely accurate. Starting with the head here, you can see the head does look pretty good, although he's kind of got messy teeth, as you can see. The paint's a little goofy there. Almost looks bloody, like he just bit something. The eyes, I think, look fantastic. They are pretty small. They are white. I'd like it more if they had like the brown and orange tint to it, but overall, they're pretty tiny. The mouth is pink. That looks well. The gums are there. And of course, we have the proper detailing here with the armor plating, all the scales, the rough look. I think they capture it very well here with this figure. It really helps with the feel too. He's very hard, very sharp, especially the thins. They're not bendy, at least not most of them. And as you can see, they are bendy at some parts. His arms are tiny in comparison to his legs, his huge legs. I remember everyone making a fuss about this back when the movie was coming out. I think his legs look great. Have a lot of power and weight behind them. The spines look gorgeous. All the detailing, all the lining. I love that detail. And I love that the spines are once again thin. A detail that MonsterVerse Godzilla has always had. They did that very well. Same thing with the tail spines. As you can see, there are some browns here, like some dry brushing underneath the tail. And he has a very long tail. This is the longest tail for Godzilla. It's very thin, kind of bendy, very rubbery, you know? No bendy wire though, so don't try that. Overall, he looks amazing. They got the look down very well with the sculpt and paint, and he just looks magnificent. They brought him to life with that paint, and the sculpt heavily supports that. He just looks amazing. Overall, great appearance. In terms of the articulation, he's more or less the same as the other Godzillas before him, but there are a few new additions, and we will go over that. So, here at the top of the head, he has the jaw hinge. I think on this Godzilla, it's very well done just because it feels more secure. You can hear a bit of resistance there. But that's a good thing because it doesn't fall off or pop off at the side. The tongue is on a hinge. I'm moving it with my finger, but obviously my finger's fat, so it'd move more if I use something else. So, at the head here, we have a ball joint. That's how far the ball joint looks down without moving the neck up. So we have the neck plates here, and then we have the ball joint at the base of the neck. So you can get some really nice poses with the neck and head. I think that's something the line here has done very well. You can get a gap, but you can also cover it with the plates. That's why they're bendy and rubbery, so you don't lose any paint, scuff it, and so you can cover gaps. So that's very well done. The shoulder goes a full 360. Although I don't personally like doing that with my figures, it can do that. And one of the new additions, bicep joint. It's a ball joint, but it more or less works like a swivel. So that's a really great. I'm kind of sad though, because now that just means every other Godzilla before him doesn't have a bicep swivel. Oh well, but hey, great addition. I'm not complaining. For the forearm here, we actually do have a swivel. The wrist is on a ball joint. For the torso here, it is on a ball joint, although because of the shape and design of the spines, it's really limited, as you can see. And you could scratch the paint if you try moving it around like that. And something I've seen with a lot of other reviews and a lot of figures is that they kind of like hunch him down a lot, which is fair to do because this design in particular is kind of hunched down, but he also stands up straight. As far as I can go, or stand him up straight, this is the best I can do. But a lot of that also has to do with the legs. So you kind of want to play, if you want to stand him straight up like he does at times in the movies, you kind of got to play around with the legs more so than the upper body. But if you want to get the hunched over look, it all depends on the legs, particularly the knees. So you can get both looks done well. It all depends on how you pose your figures. So for the hips, ball joint. Wow, what a transition. You can get a somewhat decent spread there. The knees are on a double hinge, but they are also ball joints. It's just that they act more like hinges. And this is beautiful. I think this is very well done. And then for the calves, we kind of have like a ball joint, sort of, as you can see. Like, can sort of move to the left and right. And the ankles are on a ball joint. It's a nice pivot. Goes up and down that much. And the tail, all ball joints. We have some segments. We actually have a floating piece here, so that's pretty cool. You can get some nice poses with the tail. The pose I like to do is this, going up, but you can get nice S poses. I love how long it is. I think that's the best part about him. So overall, the articulation is phenomenal. I'd have to say that in my collection, between the Hiya Godzillas, this is definitely the best one. Great articulation. For accessories, we get some fists. I haven't watched 2014 in a long time, so I'm not sure if the fists work, because I don't remember him punching the Mutos, but it's really cool that we get fists anyway. And as you can see, there are holes in his hand, so you can put accessories in there. You could put like a gun or something if you want. To change them out, it's the traditional pop one hand, pop one hand off, and then pop the other one on. Great accessories. I think a Muto head would have been nice, but overall, I like what we got. Godzilla here goes for around $50.99 MSRP. I got him for $60 at G-Fest, but he is available online. He's on Big Bad Toy Store and Amazon. For his height, I have him in the hunched pose, knees bent down, so he's a little bit below 6 inches in that pose. In comparison to other figures, I think he looks fantastic. Hiya is going for that height accurate look with their figures, so 2014 here is going to be a little bit smaller next to other Godzilla figures from that line, and he's probably going to be a little smaller than other figures, including Monster Arts, maybe Playmates, but I think he looks great. I love the height accurate look because it really brings out the fact that he used to be really small in comparison to other Titans. Like, I love putting him next to Mechagodzilla, the one from Godzilla vs. Kong. It really, I mean, imagine if this was the Godzilla that fought that Mechagodzilla. Imagine how that fight would go. I think he'd get bullied. But off topic, I think his height is great. He's gonna look good next to other figures in your collection, and I'd say this guy's definitely worth picking up. He is an awesome figure. If you're a fan of 2014, you're gonna love this guy. I mean, the sculpt and paint is amazing, and he has the best articulation by far. But I am aware that a lot of Godzilla figures have released since this guy came out, so I'm a bit behind. But in terms of my Hiya collection, I'd say he's definitely the best one. The accuracy is amazing. There are flaws, but no figure is perfect. Amazing figure. Definitely the best 1 in 12 scale 2014 figure for your collection. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.